potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. PITT lined up for the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. You got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week.
He can chat all he wants. I'm about to get to it.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And just plowing down the field. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Smashes through.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the move. Still on his feet at the 45. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm.
He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The run to the right. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
But what's so funny, though?
Trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
That's what I would like to know. It was hilarious to you.
They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Get your foot off the controller. What the heck are you doing?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, and you want to catch
the defense. Really staying on the seat that I'm sitting on. Right,
staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Why you put my nephew on this pink shirt? This pink shirt.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk
this shirt
about
is
a
Flamingo.
drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the
this shirt is Flamingo.
That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Right back to the well. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You gotta go. You doing too much. What are you doing? You gotta go.
Rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy.
Just sit here.
This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
Just sit here.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The option look. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
There you go with these stars. What are you doing?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
The prescription for food stamps is crazy.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out.
This cat's looking at something. I don't know what he's looking at now. No, absolutely not. I see what you're looking at. You're looking at my phone. No. You're not hanging up on your mama. I'm talking to her. Look, now he's back in the window. Yes,
the BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for
Get
this
out the
unit,
window.
they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the
Get out the
first
window.
quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen
Yeah,
slow
gonna be
starts,
different.
but you
Keep
got to
going.
continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns
He
around.
be
so he's
looking
able
out the
to get
window,
the
just
ball.
dreaming.
D-line
Maybe
will
one
already
day
run
I'll
the
be
pass.
allowed outside.
Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 10-21. BYU 0.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Madden. Pretty solid.
I don't know what the hell just happened there, but take it.
The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have
All kinds of running room. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
That's a kickoff.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs at speed. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Power football with the run. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Just buried it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. The tag! And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Might as well stick with him. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Number 44.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
That makes the score Pittsburgh 35, BYU 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pocket starts to collapse. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking for a man. It's Landry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Second down coming up. Right back to it. Trucks through the defender. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
At the 45 on his way. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42, Spider.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Landry. Throws to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this.
Still running at the 40. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. something finally goes wrong. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown. Number 9 takes it back to the score.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
BYU 7.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Landry. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They stripped it out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done.